Greetings and welcome. We are Del of the Teachers of Light. We are extremely pleased to be co-creating this course with you here today, this day of your time. Today's session is regarding self-denial. Part of awakening is self-denial. Self-denial is built into your blueprints in order to assist you with a gentle awakening process. When you first start to awaken, you start to see the world through a different lens, a different filter, or perhaps it is better to say with fewer filters. When you first start to see things differently, it is shocking on your consciousness. In order to ease yourself into a gentle growing, to ease yourself into a gentle expansion, to ease yourself into a new way of being, to ease yourself into the glory that is a higher vibration. All humans have within their blueprinted DNA a set guideline as to what will occur once triggered into the path of awakening. The unawakened people are unquestioning. They are unobserving. They are unthinking. The self-denial point on your path of awakening is built into your process as self-denial brings about questioning, brings about observing, brings about thinking. If you did not go through the destination of self-denial, then nothing would change within your consciousness. Think about who you were prior to awakening. Did you eat everything without any care or concern? Did you not care about how you treated your body? Did you get annoyed at people who said they treated their bodies like a temple? Did you get annoyed at people who thought it was wrong to eat animals? Did you think about the meaning of life at all? Did you try to keep yourself sedated through excessive consumption of alcohol, food, drugs, sports, television, and so on? Once you begin the process of awakening, did life seem to get a little harder? All of a sudden, did you start to spend time thinking and questioning what is right and what is wrong? Did you also find that you miss the bliss of being ignorant prior to awakening? The unawakened seem to be more carefree, less stressed. Do you find that now you have awakened, you spend your time trying to figure out what to eat, what to drink, what to do with your life? Now that you have awakened, do you find that you naturally began to consume less of everything? Did you eat less animal products, or did you decide to not eat any animal products at all? Did you naturally begin to consume less alcohol, or did you decide to not consume any alcohol? Did you naturally begin to question your friends' and family's behavior as you did no longer approve of what they were doing, even though you used to do it? Have you found that you naturally began to no longer want to consume material goods, but instead wanted to use less of things? Dearest ones, we love you so much. We want you to see that all of these things are a means of self self-denial. But self-denial is extremely critical in the process of self-awakening. If you did not limit or remove completely the most important things in your life, you would never fully awaken. You would never question. You would never spend the long hours of self-exploration required to understand what is going on. However, the stopover point of self-denial on your path of awakening is strictly that, a stopover point. Self-denial is not to be a permanent destination. Some people stay at the self-denial for several months. Some people stay at the self-denial for several years. Other people stay at the self-denial for the rest of their lives. Dearest ones, we love you so much. You are connected to Source God. You are Source God. You are a child of Source God. Source God is not one of lack. Source God is not one of limitation. Source God is not one of self-denial. Source God is about pure love, pure joy, pure perfection. We ask you to remember this. There is nothing that is seen as wrong or bad in the eyes of Source God. Source God sees every action as perfect. Dearest ones, your lives are not linear, but are a convoluted multidimensional experience. Let us explain further. Prior to awakening, your lives were that of unconscious, repetitive thought, completely experienced and played out based upon your lower 3 chakra energy centers, that of your animal instincts. This is where the 3rd dimensional experience is played out within its lower to high levels of 3rd dimensional experience. Conscious thought does not work with animal instincts. Thus, one must be placed within a certain environment that will trigger a reaction within the mind to create a new thought, that which will begin the path of conscious thoughts. There is an invisible wall between the 3rd dimensional experience of animal instincts and the 4th dimensional experience of the higher chakra energy centers of your intuition. This wall is the self-denial wall. This glorious wall is what causes you to question what is right and what is wrong. This glorious wall is what causes you to decide if something is right for you or wrong for you. This glorious wall is what causes you to see the division within your existence. However, some people stay at this wall. Some people become addicted to the self-denial aspect because they feel more control than they have had their entire lives. The reason why we do not recommend staying at this wall for your entire lives is because this wall also keeps you from surrendering to the process of Source God, surrendering to the divine faith and trust, surrendering to infinite intelligence. If you stay at the wall of self-denial, then you are keeping yourself from allowing the blessings, the desires, the miracles to manifest in your life. Again, we ask you to remember that Source God is pure love, pure joy, pure bliss. Source God creates everything, even the things that you deem are bad or wrong. So as you deprive yourself of that food or drink or anything that you believe is wrong or bad, then you are casting judgment upon Source God. Yes, dearest ones, this is exactly why most humans stay on this wall, because it is difficult to expand the human consciousness past this point without much deep and long and true inner study. Because the human mind that has expanded to the point of not wanting to cause harm to anyone or anything will say that, for example, consuming animal products is wrong. Dearest ones, we love you so much. We will never say that consuming animal products is right, nor will we say it is wrong. What we will say to you is this: are you not consuming that thing because you think it is wrong to consume it? Or are you not consuming that thing because it does not bring you joy? Let us use one more example that is slightly less emotionally charged. If there was proof that smoking was not harmful to you, and you knew that there was nothing that would cause physical harm to you or to others while smoking, would you smoke? Most people stop smoking because they believe it is wrong to smoke because it is bad for them and for others. However, most of those people still wished they could smoke because they miss it, because it brought them joy. But there are those that stopped smoking because they did not enjoy it any longer. This is the next step in the evolution of your consciousness, dearest ones, is understanding the difference between not doing something because you think it is wrong versus not doing something because you do not enjoy it. This is the realm of fourth dimensional consciousness, moving past the wall of self-denial and judgment because you deem something is right or wrong, and instead moving into an existence of living from your heart center, which means living in a constant state of constant peace, love, happiness, inspiration, and doing only that which brings you joy. Dearest ones, we love you so much. If after our last statement you thought, but what if doing what brings me joy is harmful to someone else? Then you are still at the wall of self-denial. We are not advising to not care about others. What we are stating to you is that more time is needed to be spent upon thinking about your connection to Source God. It is only upon deeper reflection and understanding of your true and absolute connection to Source God will you understand what it means to live only for what brings you joy, love, and peace. No words or examples from us will get you to that point, dearest ones. This is the inner work that you need to do in order to live a life from your heart center and to move past the wall of self-denial and judgment. We will leave you with this one thought, dearest ones. If you spend any moment of your day judging and deciding what is right or what is wrong, which could be as simple as deciding if you have consumed enough water for that day, or as simple as saying no to a cup of coffee because you do not think you should have it, then you are at the glorious wall of self-denial. Again, this is a beautiful and glorious stopover on your journey of enlightenment. Bless this wall. Bless your recognition that you are judging what is right and what is wrong. Bless it, for it means you have awakened. Such a beautiful point in your evolution. And when you are ready, you will move past the self-denial and judgment into the glorious and joyful experience of the fourth dimensional expression of living for love. We leave you now in the love and the light of the one infinite Creator, Adonai.